Why were people selling all last week? And let's talk about it really quick. So I took a couple scalps long out the door. Now, there's no reason for me to believe that the market's going to sell off. I have nothing other than I should just be planting along and sitting on it, to be honest. But whatever reason is, that volatility pattern has me a little nervous going into the CPI. There's a couple of things that were going on, and I couldn't explain it either because there's nothing really that triggered it. Do you guys remember? Let's take a trip down memory lane, okay? Market was nice and bullish. Now, we did have that weird selling at the end of the day Wednesday. This was pre-earnings, right? And we had Microsoft, Meta, Apple, Amazon, and maybe that had a little bit to do with this, but what triggered this selling event? I'm not really sure, and the market was just back to normal after that. Maybe pre-positioning for earnings, a little bit of dump, a little bit of pump, maybe squeezing out some people before some kind of, topping event. Are we topping? Well, let's talk about what happened the last time. If you guys go all the way back to December and January, let me explain to you what we saw in the indicators. As you guys know, our indicators right now are very solid about showing bull market. But let me tell you, right here, when we got the bear market signal last time, we went immediately bullish again. Bear market, bull signal, bullish maybe signal, bullish maybe signal, then bear signal again, then bull signal again, and it flip-flop a little bit before it turned around, right? You don't normally go DD ratio less than half on a single day's event. Now, this is I want you guys to tell me what your thoughts are. Are we doing something like this right now? Everyone tell me now. Right, and VIX is in a place where it might not be that sensitive to whatever Trump says. Now, are we doing something like this where the market is a topping pattern, or are we back to rallying like nothing happened? I want you guys to tell me what you think. All right, so do you guys think, are we rallying or are we building up at the same kind of situation we had before? Now, let me explain again. What are greater market signals? And I'll kind of like draw all of them here. Greater market signals, okay? Greater market 1, 2, and 3, okay? Their DD ratio, their SPY, MHP, and their monthly maps, okay? When this happened, I made a tweet and said, bull market's over. We broke through everything. MHP, we lost monthly maps, everything. All three were bullish. 0 of them were bullish. On the return, all 3 of them were bullish again. On the way down, 2 of them were bullish, and 2 of them were bullish, and then 3 of them were bullish, and then 0 of them were bearish or bullish again, and then all 3 of them were bullish again. It was like the transitional phase. The greater market isn't just everything's bearish and it's going to stay there. In a transitional phase, it'll start hinting at bull markets coming back, and then ultimately it loses to selling if the selling persists. Now, again, you can't keep saying, well, it happened once, it's got to be bearish. It's back to bullish. You have to take it a bull day at a time, but it doesn't mean the market can't chop around for a couple waves before it decides what it's going to do. Usually a day that turns all 3 greater market signals bearish has waves for the month. So I don't normally get tricked to jump back in like it's a V that keeps going. You don't normally sell off that hard to kick Wall Street out of their positions.